about everything he has for the next year, the new projects, the new live events he has, the new live classes he has, and the new video that he's put already in his website about how to get speed, how to learn speed with new techniques. So he's gonna tell us a little bit about that, and well, I'm gonna let him to present himself here in California and the rest of America and Latin America.
So we live somewhere now?
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't tell me that, man. So,
Yeah, we are.
uh, where exactly? I want to take a look. Sorry, I'm curious. Which page?
We are in the Ralo Music Productions.
Oh,
All
okay.
right.
So we are live.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, tell us a little bit about your new projects for next year.
Yeah, my project, my main project, is to finish my home studio that I'm working on. So I think it will be done at the end of January. So I could, yeah, I can start recording finally from my studio. I was working a lot in the last few months in a professional studio that I usually use and hire, for, and I rented the sound engineer to make my project. I'm and talking about that, projects. I'm working on my, I don't want to call a studio album, but I'm making some new music. I'm writing music, not just drums, just drums parts, but music in general. So I'm working with some friends of mine as producers, and I'm choosing the right musicians because I want to start from main drums parts. I'm working some crazy lines with my hands technique. As you know, I'm a little bit fast, so I'm working on that. It's like a gent. If you know the genre, that style of music is close to death metal, but I don't think it could be recognized as a metal uh, genre of music. It's more, it's like a lot that there's a lot of craziness in there, so speed, and but also uh slow tempo parts, really groovy stuff. And I will play with an hybrid set, per drum set, but hybrid like an electronic drums and natural wood drums. So, yeah, an acoustic drum set. So I will working on uh, crazy ostinato stuff, with my four limbs, with that sounds completely different. So it will be like a challenge for me. I study and plan everything, but then making on music will be hard, so I will working on. And yeah, that's my main project. Of course, I'm talking about music, but also I'm teaching a lot. I'm still doing that, and I'm very lucky because it's a tough period for everybody here in Italy. Is really hard now. It's a lockdown, but you have it the same problem in California. I hear that. So we are all in the same situation. So if I have the chance to work in this moment, and I have it, so I'm really grateful for that. And I'm teaching a lot, as I said, and I'm trying to make new video, instructional video material and video contents, because I've done yet before like two or three video courses that I'm still selling, and use it as a material, as instructional material for my classes. But I'm working on a new method for double pedal, especially, and also a new method for hands technique, super fast hands technique on different surfaces. So applied to like a pillow or stuff like that, like Pringles tube or that stuff, just to have the idea of what we can do with just our hands, and not with tricks or something else, just real hands, shaking. Oh yeah, that's the view. Okay,
Yes.
stuff like that using bare hands. Where are you?
Yeah.
That stuff, and I want to show the possibility to create um crazy stuff, ideas. I want to show you what I can do, but it has to be the best way to open the minds of other drummers, because and creativity is of course of each drummers, because if you learn that technique, you are free to apply that in your own way. So um but also, yeah, I'm focused on that, and try to make more music possible and create stuff. My brain is still working. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
that's the project. But probably tomorrow I will change it. Not because I don't want to do any more of that, but just because probably I will get in mind something new. So for now is that. Okay.
My phone. Everybody's calling me today.
Oh, you're a lot of requests, man.
No,
You're
it's just like it's like Wednesday, half of the week. I just was looking at some pictures. Talking, you were talking about your studio in your house, and I was looking at the pictures that you have right there, and it's kind of awesome that you're gonna build your own studio right there. I see you like
yeah,
doing
it's a garage,
giving orders to, okay, I want this, I want that, and put that wall right there, and so that's a great thing.
Yeah,
So how are you
in this.
planning to work now? Do you plan to do your own studio so you can record like professional things right there? Like if
Yeah,
somebody want to hire you to make a record or something, you will do it in your studio, or just a practicing studio.
no. What I'm looking for is a studio that I can, use for working stuff, in general. But I usually I'm still, use studios for rents, or hiring people like sound engineers helping me if there's the right budget to do that, of course. Um, but now the requests are, I mean, not a lot, but there's someone who want to hire me. So I don't want to split, and but also the problem is the pandemic, so I can't move to other places and stay in contact with other people. But also I need a place to record wherever I want, what I need to record, even videos, and especially videos content, because what I'm doing now is more on the ear drums, like electronic drum kit, that it's very, it's awesome. It's from Pearl, so it's the new baby born in the Pearl factory. Is
Wow.
the Emer drums. So I think that is pretty new, but yeah, it sounds amazing. The feeling
You got
is
that as a
really,
gift from Pearl?
yeah, the feeling is really, yeah, yeah, it's from Pearl. But acoustic drum set, and also experiments on acoustic drums are more useful for a drummer. So now I need a place to record with a great view, good looking place, so right lights, and just turn on the camera when I have an idea, come down to the garage, to the basement, and go boom, I play, and I record it, and I post it. I can editing everything from this. You know what I'm talking about. So
Yes.
for a drummer, professional drummer, yeah, my house now, because um, it's really fast. It's quick work, So yeah, I'm doing that by myself, because I can't call. anybody to go home now. So
No.
I just building with a friend of mine that is my neighbor, so I can.
Mhm.
That's why I'm doing it
So
by myself. But
how you guys gonna work that? I mean, you're gonna put the whole setup there, or you just barely thinking how you guys gonna do it?
no, no, we have an order to follow. We're just I have many stuff in my garage ready to be built, but I need to wait a little bit because we have to go step by step and see
Yes,
what
yes,
happens, and keep it. We Once you have drills, you know what I mean.
yes,
Something you cannot change it, so you have to go really careful with that.
exactly.
But at the end, we'll see how it sounds, and maybe make some changement adjustments with the sound stuff. The panels to cover the wall
Yeah,
and let it sound better. For
yeah,
the drums especially, because drums need a place to sound good. You know what I mean? Because
exactly.
it's acoustic. There's nothing to plug in and go.
That's
So
right.
this the room is everything.
Yeah, I just was looking into that you've been having like those Zoom classes like everybody does at this moment. This pandemic is being pushing all the musicians to give classes, and because there's no live presentations and there's no live, you know, there's no gigs around. And
Hmm.
even if you want to record something for somebody, a lot of people just putting everything on hold because of the pandemic. It's a little bit harder to put musicians in a studio because they had to be traveling one way to other. So a lot of musicians just taking the idea to get classes like Zoom classes and like like guitar camps, drum camps, and stuff like that. So I just was looking on your website, and you have like great Zoom class like a few days ago. That was in
Yeah,
Italy.
an
I
Italian
was
one.
looking
Yeah,
at that. I couldn't understand anything because it was like it was in Italy. But do you plan to do this for like American people, like to
oh
have
yeah,
one day, one class, with like a
yeah, of
Zoom
course.
class?
Yeah, I did it. In the past, I think I was one of the first doing that. I The first Zoom class that I had, it was the end of April. So I
Oh,
was one of the first
you
probably.
was one of the
But
pioneers then.
yeah, yeah,
That's a good thing.
it was for fun at the beginning. I didn't know about a real possible interest from all over the world in that. But yeah, because the business grows a little by little every time, but for everybody, especially in this moment, because this is an as you said, another kind of business now for a musician. You have to reinvent yourself in a
Yeah,
teacher mood if you're not having gigs, on the calendar. But in my case, I think, uh, you know, in my case especially, it's more about hands technique, and it's easier because we're not talking about drumming grooves or whatever in that way. So it's really affordable for everybody because even yeah, of course, mainly for the participants, because you just need a camera and an iPhone is enough, the microphone
mm-hmm.
either, and a pad, pair of sticks, and nothing else. Me as
Yeah,
well. So it's really easy. I have all my PDFs, and it's really, yeah, it's easy, to adjust for everybody. So that's why I am really happy about the success of this, uh, uh, you know, this new chapter as an online teacher that I had.
Well,
Uh,
yeah, and it's kind of difficult sometimes because a lot of people doesn't know how to get there. Like, I just have some questions that some people ask me, hey, I would like to get a class, like to get into those Zoom class, but they don't know how to contact. So I would love to get you, the chance to give everybody the information they might need to get you, like uh, like a teacher in one of those Zoom class that you do have. It's very interesting sometimes to have like direct contact with the student, but at this moment you cannot do that. I mean, nobody can.
yeah, yeah,
I
but
mean,
you
here
know
in
what?
California is very difficult. I know that Italy got total
It's
shutdown,
it's
and
the same. You know, I have
yeah,
friends like you in California, and I guarantee you that it's the same situation here in Italy. But for some reason, I prefer the Zoom classes instead of a live. Um,
why is that?
uh, as a teacher, because I can stay in contact with people from all over the world, so it's
Oh, that,
easier. You
yeah,
cannot
you're
take a
right.
flight and come to Italy, or me comes so quickly to Los Angeles or whatever you are. So, um, but also because it's really, you know, it's easier for maybe not talking. I don't want to talk about grooves, or there's not what I'm talking about. Grooves or like crazy stuff on drum set, like ostinatos, something that you have to hear sounds good, and but just speed, just technique. I think it is better. You can record the session. You hear good, each strokes that I do, and take pictures and screenshots or whatever you need. Mm, and you don't have to travel. So even if you're just
You're
taking
right.
the car for do 15 minutes car to go to my basement, just there's a little bit of cost, instead of just click on your iPhone and connect to me. So and you can set up the lesson in any moment. And if you have problem, okay, let's do it in half an hour more, no longer. If you're late, no
Yes.
problem. I'm in my pajamas, for example, and waiting for you. I drink a beer and I'm waiting
Uh,
for you. So
yeah, especially
the,
because right here is like we are like 9 hours different between
yeah, also,
here in
yeah.
California and Italy. So right there, a lot of people just already sleeping, and here people just barely getting to lunch. Uh,
Yeah,
so
it's 9:30 p.m. here.
yes, exactly. Right here is like 12:30. So
It's
it's
lunchtime.
way,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, it's lunchtime. So I understand that, and it's fun sometimes, like to get a class from your house, and people get connect with you, and they if they have some answers, if they have some uh, from you faster than trying to find out if they're gonna have a personal class and wait for the next week to get the other class. Now they can have a faster answer. Just send you a message. Hey, I forgot this, and then you might probably answer like, "Hey, remember this? Remember that? You can do it like this. You can do it like that."
Yeah,
Uh,
and if you take the habits to do that on
mhm.
video, you don't need a live, you know, lesson anymore, because if you take that habits, you can send me a video for what you're doing. Am I right? Am I wrong? I have a doubts about it. Okay, my answer. I made a video just with my hands on my wheel if I'm driving or whatever. So it's really quick. You know what I mean.
Yeah,
So it,
especially when you're driving, you shouldn't do that. But
if I am stopping like on the lighter, but whatever.
okay, yeah, that sounds better. All right, let's talk a little bit about here your plans to come to America. I heard that you want to come to America, and that's gonna be great. You're gonna have a lot of different uh, work right here, different things to do. Uh, do you want to you plans to do like clinics, to be doing different clinics in different places, like Latin America, South America, will be one of the places, like Mexico, probably
Yes, of
Central
course.
America too. So what's your plans about doing uh, those kind of presentations, like clinics? You have already plans to do that, or you are just getting
Yeah,
planning?
it's just for the moment I have nothing planned, because of this. Sorry, I just yeah, I'm back. No, because it's
I
like
can tell you
the
you're sleeping already,
it's
huh?
like it's like the mirror view, for me. So my right is the left. So if I'm moving right,
Yeah,
yeah. But yeah, there's nothing really planned now. It's all in my mind because it's impossible to organize anything right now. But I had a lot of requests, um, and a lot of attention from many um, you know brands, for like my brands that I use, play my endorsements. And but also there's a lot of recognition for me in US instead, yeah, in South America instead of Italy, of Europe, just Italy. Italy doesn't love, that kind of drumming. They are all in the mind. It's an old country,
yeah.
yes.
Italy is more like pop. It's like a more like a pop culture
Yeah,
more than
but
like
old pop. It's old school pop.
old pop,
Like
like what kind of pop, like
I don't
I don't
know,
know,
I don't like that sound. So
weird pop.
yeah, it's old pop music that nobody they cares, about, So, but yeah,
Well, talking
we're
about musicians, no musicians cares about it because
yeah, no
if you say
musicians.
that pop music is more like, it has more emotion right there, obviously a lot of people cares about it. But musically, probably there's no musician that actually cares about that kind of music. I understand that.
But yes, but also probably it's something that, probably now it's a new style, like the, I don't know how to call it, the trap music.
Yeah,
So you don't need any more a real drummer or guitarist. So uh, but I think that the culture about musicians in America and in the rest of the Europe, and probably yes for metal, especially South America, maybe there's a lot
yeah,
of still has a lot of interest in that stuff. And but also, yeah, I see the results that I have on my socials. Everything is more, it's based on, it's from US, so I think that I'm still, I'm not wasting anything here in Italy because I'm working on social medias now. But when when the time is coming at the end of this pandemic, I probably should move myself in another country, and try to make a live business, real gigs, and of course clinics. But because I receive a lot of requests, and I do it. Yeah, I try to make clinics now on Zoom for those guys that are ask me uh, to do that, like from Russia, like you or wherever. But after the pandemic, when we'll be live again, I will probably on tour somewhere, to show this technique live. So the first place that I have in my mind now is America, because it's
yeah.
the easier
I have a
place where you
friend.
can start
Yeah,
as a headquarter.
yeah. We have a friend from Italy too. and we have a live with her. She's a drummer. Uh, Probably you have her in your social media.
Who
Is
is?
uh is Naomi La Barbera. Well, she moved from Italy to London. She's
Oh,
getting
that's why I
school
don't
right
know her.
there.
Probably.
Yeah, and she was telling me about like why she moved to study right there. She's studying right there, drumming, and she's getting her college right there. So there's a lot of musicians getting out of the Italy area. I don't know why. I'm not sure
I'm
because
telling you why. Because
yeah, well,
yeah,
yeah, I understand that, but I don't know why is that the situation of people don't listen or not getting it in the different way for musicians
mm,
uh, uh like different styles of music, or they don't accept, they don't get the new musicians coming up, but
yeah,
they
but
stay
it's
with the old school musicians and old school music.
because it's not just about music. It's something. It's a mentality. Here in Italy, people, governors, everybody is old outside and inside. So yeah.
Yeah,
So if you
I
work,
can see that then.
if you work with people with that, you cannot like them. You cannot. You don't have any chance to grow. Just you're getting older. Just look at them. So it's the same in the any business. Just the
Yeah,
soccer. The soccer in Italy is the freshest thing that we have, and we can be proud about it. But
so,
not,
so only the soccer, there's nothing else,
yeah,
so
nothing else. The
right.
politics are terrible. Politics are really to shoot in the head. Just really. Yeah, I don't want to talk bad about this
Yeah,
in
okay,
live,
let's get out of
but
politics.
yeah, but I just want to say that it's something that is really, it's really, it's in the mentality. It's really old, in
Yeah.
anything. So the music is the same. It's really difficult to have guests doing clinics here. You there's a underground community of people like me and drummers then can you know organize events and stay connected to do that. But then the real business is in the hands of the old bosses everywhere. So that's why people move from here. Like the cinema, we were good, in the past for cinema, for music, classical music, Pavarotti, whatever film, uh, Fellini. But
Hmm.
then we stopped, to grow after that. So
Okay.
the president is one of the oldest men alive. So why you have to keep
Are
the
you
power
what?
in the hands
What are you
of
talking
this guy?
about? Your president is the
Yes,
oldest man alive?
yeah, it's just a joke, but I mean that is like 90 years old. Why you should take the power in the hands of a guy of 90 years old? So that's the mentality. That's why I want to move from here. But even
All right.
not only because that I don't hate my country. But if I want to work, I need to move from here. But especially because I receive requests, so I didn't do that yet. And I have the chance in the past, but now the time is coming. I hope it's still coming at the end of the pandemic. Uh, but yeah, that's the reason.
Yeah, we hope too that everything ends faster because it seems like it's gonna be a long time, like a long waiting period to get everything back in order again.
Yeah, it
Everything.
depends about the facts. If we can trust in the facts, because I don't trust it. Yeah, probably. I don't know, but
Well,
that
it's
that's the only chance.
people
Probably.
has different ideas about how things work and governments working, now a lot of people has the hope and the new vaccine. So, uh, well, a lot of people don't trust the vaccine, and a lot of people don't actually like to have that vaccine. So, I understand that it might be probably difficult for a lot of people. But at the other way, there is a lot of people actually having consequences of being locked out too, like mental problems, and I mean you gotta find out the way to get it out. And hopefully uh musicians get into the boat and try to help a little bit with music. Music is a big thing. It's a lot of musicians looking at us right now, and probably they're gonna look at us after. Uh, Music is a very important thing, and musician has a very important role in what we do for people. Listen to music, to get away from their head. I mean, to distress, to uh to relax sometimes. I mean, music is a great medicine for a lot of people. And for musicians, I've been hearing from a lot of friends that they're using the music for as a medicine. They get stressed, they get anxiety and everything, and they start playing, they start making music. And like me, sometimes I cannot sleep. So what I do is when I cannot sleep, I just go and take the piano, I get the guitar, or I start making music or whatever, and that helped me a lot. So a lot of people doesn't have what we have. A lot of people don't have the ability to play an instrument and get the stress out through the music, through the instrument, and and all the kind of things that come up with. But sometimes we can help a little bit and show the people how to use the music for I don't know, for medicine thing. I mean, to get out of the whatever the pandemic come on with. Like, a lot of people has like mental distress. They have a lot of anxiety because of this, because of being locked down for a long time. They have a lot of mental crashes too. So there's a way that probably sometimes we as musicians we can hope to do these things better for a lot of people. Um, Giving a little bit of, I don't know how you can say it, a little bit of what we have to them, so they can start thinking in a different way. I mean, music is a very powerful tool if we can use it in the right way.
Yes, it is. Music is special, but music is a lot of things, you know.
Oh yeah, yeah,
In,
music is
in
a
in
lot of
my
things.
case, what I can do for help people, especially drummers, is to give them the chance to learn something new, probably, or to help them to develop their techniques. So
Yes.
if you are alone and you don't have, or you didn't have time in the past to spend on on the drum set and learn something that you probably should learn before,
Now
now
they
you
have
have a
all the
lot.
time in the world.
Yeah, now you have, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the chance, you know. That's the Yeah, that's what I did, you know. I was working on different things, and I never thought before, you know, this pandemic to be someone can help and make other drummers thinking about something new and be recognized for something new. I have
Yeah.
that power in in my hands from a long time, but I didn't realize how much. Probably because I live in Italy, and here people say, "Oh, you're too fast, man. You cannot work with that." If the singer, the artist, see that, you will fire. You know, you have just to play tum, ta, and shut up. You know, no make a feel. So
Yeah. Well, sometimes it all depends on the production
no,
thing.
here is always that. Here is always that. So if I have to work in Italy, I have to play like that. But then in Italy, hired drummers like Aaron Spears or Eric Moore to play pop music and make, the drum their drumming fits in the music. So playing gospel chops on a straight normal beat. So
They can do
they've
it, but
been,
you cannot.
yeah. So that's weird, but that's the truth. By the way, yeah, I realized that social media's power is so huge, and
Yeah.
yeah, I show the world this just for fun, and I started to thinking about that for real. So that's why I I shift from 700 followers in March to 48 just on Instagram.
Yeah, I see that you have thousands of followers already in
Yeah,
your
just on
Instagram.
Instagram, but it was a joke,
Yeah,
But then I realized that this pandemic was a huge possibility to spend times on what you love to do.
my daughter
That's
is
why I
singing.
did it. Oh yeah, I hear it.
Yeah,
So you have you have your mission in the home, yeah, for your daughter to transfer your passion. Yeah, and I try to do that. It's not a business. Yes, of course it is, because it's the way to stay alive for me, because I have no gigs and no other. But it's not about that. It's about making something new, being creative, and gives people, drummers, that follow me, something new every day. I try to do that, and I really curious to read the comments, the feedbacks, and yeah. So, but it's really, it's weird, because I knew for many years a lot of people, a lot of drummers that, of course, they were disappear after, some sometimes after the meeting, after 2 months. Okay, bye bye, see you next time. Where, when, I don't know, probably never. But now everybody is starting, and is really good for me, and I'm really happy. Starting me to write me again. I saw your video, great. I'm trying your exercises.
great.
Maybe
That's good.
top drummers, very famous drummers. So the power of what I'm doing, and the power of course other drummers doing in the same way but different style, different technique, is just to share the gift to other people. I don't know if it's really a gift. Probably the gift is the way that you show something, not really what
Yes,
you show.
exactly, exactly.
Because it's up to you. If you like it, is a gift. For someone else that I don't like what I do, it's not a gift. But the gift is to how you share and how to make the content. You know.
Yeah, especially because a lot of musicians just looking for somebody to listen to, and if they see something new, they go
Yeah,
for it.
as a figure, as a
Exactly,
guide, a guide to
exactly.
follow.
Because
Not
there's
really
a lot of
because you have
musicians.
to like everything that I do, but maybe
There's
the
a lot
do
of
that
good
I,
musicians. There's a lot
yeah,
of good musicians in the world, and they put all their videos right there. But not all the musicians get the attention, and not all the musicians get the attention the way that other ones. It's not because they play better, they play less. It's because it's kind of weird thing how people is looking and how people is seeing the
yeah.
musicians.
You
Because
know, I'm
I mean,
sorry,
you're
sorry.
one
Go
of the
ahead.
fastest drummers, all right, and you've been recognized as one of the fastest drummers. But they look at sometimes not the fastest, but they look at the guy who probably doesn't have that much speed, but they get what they're looking for. So
Yeah, the weird thing that really shocked me a lot is that, I my face, I mean, my Instagram especially is growing a lot, and I'm not paying anything, so I'm really grateful about that. But the funny thing is that I'm trying to make, like one content every day.
mhm,
Uh, but the cool thing is that I see people doing the same, uh, and they have a lot of recognition. Like thousands of comments.
mhm,
I don't have thousands of comments under my videos, maybe 100, but it's just an example. But the followers are growing a lot, even if I don't share every day, or the followers are still, any day I go up. So people makes people, I mean, the people are real interested in what I'm doing. But what I notice is that other pages, other drummers or musicians that I follow that post every day and maybe has, I don't know, 20,000 followers. They post every day. They make thousands of comments, but they are still on 20,000. So followers are not growing.
So there's something very important in
That's
that.
the weird
Something
thing,
that I always think is not about how many comments, good or bad comments you receive. You can have a lot of people looking at you. Can have a lot of subscribers, and probably they won't let a message. They won't let a comment. Sometimes you not even have the time to look at the comments. I mean, you were looking and they would come up and come up.
Yeah, but
And I can
yeah,
tell
it's
you that they receive probably 1,000, 2,000 comments, and I bet you they won't read it. And so,
Yeah, but
so
no, but it's not a challenge about comments. I just want to say that even if I have less comment that others people that
yeah,
have
I totally
more comment,
understand
that
that.
seems that people looking at you because you have 1,000 comments. So someone stop and watching and leave the comment. But maybe they don't leave the comment to me, or I don't know. But my followers number is growing, and no, and maybe other people who make more comments under the video, so it means interest doesn't make the
Yeah,
the improvement of the number.
yeah,
So that's
that's
what it
what I'm
make me
saying.
proud.
That's what I'm saying. You don't have to be, just waiting for the comments. I mean, you can have people doing likes and and subscribing to your media
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and
I
all
don't
that.
I don't
That means that you have people looking. They have people interested in what you're doing. And this is for all the other musicians that they're looking for to have thousands of followers, and they try to post every single day things, just to have another new follower. Sometimes you don't need to post a lot of things. You need to post quality things. You need to post something different than the other ones, and then you're gonna have that uh, that that thing you're looking for, like followers, likes and stuff like that. Especially in this moment that there is like a movement of social media that people just looking for likes and looking for comments and looking for things like that. Subscribers, and stuff. But if you post every single day something new, or every other day something new, but it's not something that people actually cares about it too much, it's like you're doing nothing. It's like you're gonna have the same thing all the time, and you're not gonna change anything. And if you put a great video, a great technique, and something that actually people are looking at, and you might probably have followers because they want to know more about it. They want to listen to you. They want to get more from you, even if they don't leave a comment. It's because they actually just putting attention of what you're doing. They learning. And if they leave a comment, probably gonna be like, "Great, I like it," and stuff like that. Sometimes comments are
yeah,
like,
but
"Okay, good."
yeah,
Just
I don't care about comments. It
yeah,
was an example.
yeah,
Just
yeah, I know, but I just saying this because a lot of new musicians coming up, that's what they're looking for. That they're looking for just comments and followers and stuff like that. They don't worry too much about getting good content. And uh, something about you is that you've been putting something new for a lot of people, which is a new technique for speeding. A lot of people doesn't do that. I mean, I can tell you by experience. I know a lot of drummers. I know a lot of musicians, and not all the other drummers. Actually, to be honest, none of them has the technique that you have, and this kind of speed that you have. So for a lot of musicians here in the U.S. and probably in Latin America too, it's something new, it's something different, and this is why you have a lot of people following you now, because you have something new that they don't see before, that they don't have before. So this is a great thing. eh, for especially for drummers, because they have not now they have somewhere else to look at, and find something new for drumming. A lot of the drum teachers at this moment, they teaching the same techniques all the time, orthodox techniques, like very old school techniques, like rebounds and all that, and you come up with something fresh, you come up with something like they don't do it too much, or probably they don't do it at all, which is moving or using your muscles to do all this speed, and you don't use rebound at all. So this is a great thing, and I know that that is why you have a lot of followers now, because they found something new and new, and this is great. Not all the musicians, not all the drummers does that. We
Yeah, I know. Just it's technical quality, but
Yes,
after that, there's also playing drums. Really, that makes me feel better when I really play drums. But of course, I have to. I'm trying to incorporate my speed in the feel, in my feeling, in the groove. Maybe just a little, short groups of notes just to making the sign, uh, but yeah, after the speed, that's the drums, that have to come up, and but yeah, I'm really honored and lucky about this recognition that I wasn't looking for. I was hoping about that every day of my life, but I was I wasn't prepared. I didn't do
yeah,
just to. I didn't have a plan. Okay, I have to be someone. In 4 months or whatever. I just post this and that and then blah blah blah. Now,
yeah.
but
We
yeah.
have we have somebody, Helen Castillo, saying éxito in Spanish, which is success in English. So
Oh,
she wish success to you.
thank you.
Um, uh, I just was about to ask you something really important about something I heard from you that you
But
probably would be
then I have
touring.
to say that I'm sorry that
Oh,
I,
yeah.
I I have low battery. I wasn't prepared, about this chat, so
Okay, we're gonna
I'm
be
not
ending. I just want to you tell a
okay.
little bit about what they're gonna find on your website now for your classes, your video classes, and all that.
Okay. I mean, and every time when I prepare a masterclass, but I was talking about that to you uh, in the next day, so we can set up a masterclass for American or California drummers, so we can have something special for you. But you will find the information on my website when it be you know set up and ready to show. You will see the flyer, the poster where you can click and subscribe. But I will make, of course, a post that you could probably share on
Yeah, you're cutting off a little bit.
Facebook yeah, once a week, almost. But yeah, that's my videos, my content. Sometimes I share free instructional content as well. So if you're interested about that, of course, I will
Yeah,
plan a Zoom masterclass for you all, in California.
yeah. Well, for the people that just got in, and we're gonna finish this talk already. I want to let everybody know that they can go to your website, which is
.com.
ricardomerlini.com. All right, and they can find every single thing that they're looking for about your classes, your material, your learning material, and even they can ask you questions right there too. They can go to your social media, which is your Facebook, your Instagram,
Yeah,
uh,
yeah, of course.
and even your YouTube channel, and they can ask questions right there. They can see videos. They can come out right here too in Rally Music Productions and ask questions, and we're gonna let you know about what people want to learn, what people want to get, hopefully we're gonna have the chance to do a new project with you in the future. We looking to have new things with you too. So hopefully after this pandemic and everything ends, we're gonna get the time to do something good and give some surprises for all the listeners right there, all the drummers that want to get to know more about Ricardo. And well, thank you very much to be with us,
Yeah,
and I really appreciate it.
thank you.
It says Alberto Viveras from Mexico. He say hi, and he say hi to you.
Hi, hi, Alberto.
All right.
Hi.
So,
Yeah,
well,
one of the first thing that I will do after this pandemic is taking a flight and coming to California.
good.
Right on. That's one of the first thing that I will do, so we can set up a lot of live lessons if you want.
Yeah, that's great, and we can even get to studio and give some studio recording drum sessions.
Yeah.
Right there. So let's try to plan something so people can enjoy it later.
Yeah, let's stay in touch, man, and we will do that. But now I think my phone will be closing
All
the
right,
call
that's
now,
okay.
so
Don't worry.
I should say hello and bye bye to everybody, and thank you so much for having me, Rafael. And let's stay in touch, and we plan something cool,
All
for you
right.
next
Thank you very
next year.
much. Thank you
Thank you,
for
Rafael.
everybody. All right. Nos vemos.
Bye, bye,
Bye.
bye.